Now let's maybe look at some other scripts. So this one's called test. So it probably runs some tests. I mean, I think that's pretty straightforward. Let's do a little more digging here. Let's see source. Source is probably interesting. And that's not a very long file. Let's see if we can find a long file. So this is main. This is a pretty long file. So yeah, let's actually not, let's save ourselves the burden of copying that entire thing, even though there's a button right here for it. But actually, let's just take the URL because we know from a previous lesson that it can actually go into the URLs and read the content on there. This is amazing. It even shows us actually that we can run the script with an argument, which is probably specified here, right? So you can run it with an argument, and it builds built-in extensions for VS Code. So that's super cool. I just learned so much about the script that I had never known before. So could you please document and describe what is being done in the code here? And let's paste a link to that. And similarly, it should give us the rundown on exactly what's going on in that code here. So it's the main entry point for Visual Studio Code's main process. Managing the UI, handling user interactions, communicating with the renderer process. And yeah, it's literally now going through all of those functions that are declared in there. So yeah, I think it's going through those functions right now. So it's probably looking for create window. I may have not looked that up correctly. Yeah, so it creates a function create window that is used to create a new browser window. And yeah, it's basically going through and telling us everything right now. So this is amazing, right? Let's like think about this from the point of view of an open source dev, or even you as a software engineer, someone who's writing code. You could ask them, what is that piece of code doing, right? Maybe let's see if it even understands or is able to tell us what it had generated in the code generation lecture, right? If we go ahead and copy this, I think we get the idea of what's going on here. It's really smart, right? It can actually go in and tell us exactly what's going on. So what is being done in this code? Or maybe we could even ask it to add comments, right? Like this isn't some terribly complex code, but by any means, but we can definitely ask it to tell us what it's doing. So this is a simple React component that implements a rock, paper, scissors game. It imports things, defines the app function, uses state to keep track of stuff for the rock, paper, scissors game, and even tells us what this function is doing, right? So it recognizes this unique structure of code and basically just tells us everything about this code. So this is really, really useful, right? Because as I had said before, code is often read more than it is written. And if you ever write software, it's very important that you write documentation for it, or else no one's going to want to use your stuff because they don't want to have to go through the code and read it. But now with ChatGPT, not only can you really stop saying that, because now you can just have this ChatGPT thing generate that for you, but as a programmer, writing your own software, I think it's very helpful to do this to not only get a better understanding of your own code, maybe see it from a different perspective, if ChatGPT happens to give you a different perspective on it. So yeah, this is very powerful stuff. And I think it's important to keep in mind all of the powerful things that ChatGPT can do for you in terms of code generation and writing algorithms for us or implementing algorithms for us. But what's really important is that at the end of the day, you understand what's going on. So I think this is really important to do, right? So computer science is very logic-based. You can definitely convince yourself of why a solution is correct. So whenever you do generate code, I think it's very important to supplement it with asking ChatGPT why it is the case that it works, and then taking it upon yourself to make sure you understand why it works. And then this is a very useful tool when it comes to that.